All right, I'm reacting to today's Nintendo Direct, and oh boy, it's starting very soon. What predictions do I have? Hopes do I have? I want to see Metroid. I want to see F-Zero. I want to see Star Fox. I want to see it all. Are we going to see it all? Probably. I think they're going to show off a new Star Fox game, a new Captain Falcon game, a new Animal Crossing game, a new everything. And I can't wait. And it's all shadow dropping today. Okay. So I'm just going to react to this going through, and then at the end, I'm going to give more concrete thoughts on specific games. I'm going to write down as I go. Pikmin. Okay. I don't care too much for Pikmin, but I'm glad that Pikmin fans get to eat well. I guess I should probably try to offer some insight onto this. Well, what's the deal with Pikmin? I don't know, it's just something I never played. I might have played a little bit of 1, maybe 2 on the GameCube. This, for whatever reason, I don't know. It's cute and all. Like, look at this. This looks great. Look at the new Olimar character. Man, this just looks like another Pikmin game. I wonder if they're going to do anything, like, crazy to make it seem different from another Pikmin. 1, 2, and 3. Because, you know, every Pikmin game's introduced new Pikmin. Like Ice, sure. It's kind of cool. Friendly? Let's get to play as it? Alright, this is a little bit of a twist. Could serve for interesting puzzle stuff. Pretty sure the previous games didn't have anything like this. Oh goodness, email just came through. Gosh, I'm gonna have to mute all my stuff, I forgot. Pikmin. Please don't talk about it anymore. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Those guys are already evil, now they're super evil? Okay, we don't need a whole thing about Pikmin.
Hello,
okay.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your
oh goodness,
today's
is the audio from the headset coming through the mic?
That was the latest trailer.
I guess I'll check in post. Do my best to edit around it.
A dog-like creature was spotted.
I should notice I have my captions on.
Will it show us?
Should I leave captions on?
Please look forward to more information in the future.
Is it auto?
Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Turn it off. Turn it back on.
This new hero is a real gem. Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pack DLC.
I forgot this game came out.
Say hello to Masha.
The resolution looks rough, man. I've done a reaction or two to Nintendo Directs. I don't know if I pointed out the resolution stuff, but man, the Switch resolution, that sucks, and the low frame rate. Ugh.
Select only one character and battle wave after wave of enemies. For every win, you'll earn more heroes and special.
This is like a weird...
Rack up
It's like a whole other
victories with your
gameplay
heroes
system
and set
thing.
your sights on the final stage.
Game mode. That's kind of cool.
You might also get special
Haven't played
in-game
Xenoblade
outfits
3.
as a reward.
Shulk!
Coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Pyro and...
Tell me why! Is this really what you want? Nothing's gonna get through to him.
Whoa!
He's a hard
Rex?
machine.
Whoa! He was an old-looking fella. Did he change?
Like killing Granddad
The end of
wasn't
Xenoblade
enough
2?
for you?
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass for the Xenoblade
Wow,
Chronicles
that
3
was...
game launches on the Nintendo Switch
I didn't
in
finish Xenoblade 2. I played maybe 30 hours of it, and I felt like I didn't even get very far.
Shake it, amigo.
Samba de Amigo. Wow. It's been a while.
Move to
It
the
has been a
new
while.
Brand new Samba de Amigo game. Grab your Joy-Con controllers and gently shake them like maracas.
Gently
as
shake
the
them.
targets during a song.
Don't get too rough.
Follow the instructions on screen to pose and dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes.
This could be fun. Like a good game with moves. I've not been writing stuff down.
Why not dance with a pro
Um,
to predict your compatibility in Love Checker?
I don't think there's been anything interesting so far.
Make sure to show up in
Don't we talk about
style,
Pikmin
too.
later? Banana outfit.
Compete online in World
Yo, they got Peely for
Those with the
this.
lowest scores in each round will
It's for all
be
my
eliminated.
Fortnite fans.
Keep the beat and aim for first place.
I've not played a Samba de Amigo game.
Spanning a multitude of genres from around the world.
I know about Samba de Amigo from Billy Hatcher,
And get shaken
and
when Samba de Amigo Party Central
he was in one of the Sonic
releases
racing
on
games, I think.
Nintendo Switch this summer. Got a passion for fashion?
I do not.
Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are
Huh.
seeking the latest trends. Give them a like if you dig their style. Or
This looks like a neat
suggest
little
new
game.
outfits
If I was
for your
into this kind of thing,
influencer.
I would probably play this a lot. A lot of the
Now it's
customization
time
stuff.
for fashion design. Choose from over 1,000 design options.
1,000!
Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish.
A lot of customization stuff. It's kind of cool.
You can get the items other people are wearing.
Man, this
by
whole
clicking
genre of game. This looks higher effort than
mix and match your favorites
you know,
to
your
create
generic
new looks.
dress up type of game.
By
Then again, what do I
connecting
know?
online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand.
These tall, lanky
Got an eye for
creatures.
fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch this year.
That was a video game.
Delve into these dark worlds.
What does that mean?
Dracula's Castle
Dead
presents
Cells.
in this new paid DLC,
Okay,
the
I'm writing this
roguelike action
down.
Platformer, Dead Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and
I,
outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard.
Did I announce that I
Lead up
was...
to a showdown with death and
I don't know if I did a reaction to the thing where they announced this Dead Cells.
and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions of
Um,
monsters and frenetic
I said I should play Dead Cells in that,
12
and I've played more
original
Dead Cells.
51 songs from the
So, I'll talk about that in a
Castlevania
bit.
series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells. Return to Castlevania.
Man, this whole aesthetic looks awesome.
Nintendo Switch
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the captions, because I did notice...
today on Nintendo eShop.
I think it kind of spoiled that.
Enter a new
Tron.
world in this narrative puzzle adventure set
What?
within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a
Tron?
perilous world.
A Tron
Your
visual
decisions and the
novel.
alliances you forge
Most
will
interesting.
impact Your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches
Hmm.
first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April. Who's there? Wait, is that?
Is this...
Well, that
Is this a rhythm?
The
What is this?
time-bending
Ghost Trick! I was thinking Ghost Trick!
returns in
I was like, is it Rhythm Doctor?
After
That's not the
taking
right.
bucket and becoming
Ghost
a
Trick.
ghost, you can possess and control
This is a,
objects. With your powers, you can even help
I'll write it down. I don't know
like
if
this
I'll
woman.
talk too much about it
She
later,
ain't
but
ill-fated.
I know this is a pretty big, like,
Fate.
hidden gem for the DS? Is that right?
Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Rhythm Doctor, that's the other DS game I know. That'd be cool if that got a port.
2 connected worlds, 1 suspenseful thriller.
What is this? Oh my god. Interesting art style.
デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間現実がコピーされた世界
すごいここ本当に
Oh boy, open world on the Switch.
この事件のパズルを解き明かす。
まだ30分も経ってないよ
そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があった。この事件の犯人はお前だ。
What is this, like a... Kind of zoned out for a second. It's like a... Oh!
おとなしくしろ。
Whoa, what is going on? Is that like combat? But it's like... Oh my god, there's so many systems on the screen right there. So many icons and nonsense.
ハーバードがカラフル猫ちゃんになってる
何が起こった？
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ
Who's that guy? That guy's interesting looking. Yeah, look at all that stuff. There's buttons and bars and the... that seems like a game that's very complicated, first glance.
この狂った街では手段を選んではいられない。私服を肥やす豚どもは一匹残らず
Is
排
that
除
V levels? Is that there? Oh, level 5. Level 5 games. Oh, that's the Bayonetta game.
There was a witch and a demon.
I heard they're charging like $60 for this.
Experience
Which
Bayonetta's origins as a
is
young
fine,
witch named Cereza.
But just like looking at this compared to the other Bayonetta games, that seems like a
To rescue her imprisoned
$20
mother, she ventured
spin-off
deep into the
that's like a couple
outer
hours
forest
long.
ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest
Like, sure, I guess this could be a full
and save Mum.
$60 game, but
There, she'll encounter the
I feel like it's an
other
expectation thing.
Cheshire. You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic. and
Yeah, I don't know.
Cheshire's
It's just
variety
this
to travel
looks
through
like
this
a
mysterious and dangerous forest.
cheap indie spin-off. Not necessarily cheap in
They'll
terms of
need to
like
work together
visual
in
quality,
battle
but
as well.
just gives off vibes. It's like, oh, it's a short little spin-off.
Attack and can only
See
support Cheshire
Bayonetta's
by
origins.
magically binding enemies. Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks.
I'm not big into Bayonetta, so
Stop an aggressive
I
one
have
to
no-
focus on another.
absolutely no interest in this.
Characters' abilities to win battles.
Maybe people into Bayonetta's story have a different perception of this.
The duo will gain strength as they continue.
Her
to
style's
journey.
cute though.
By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more
Some
easily
platforming
swayed
stuff
in
and-
your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
Cheshire, let's go!
Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon prowls.
I'm
onto
gonna
Nintendo
keep an eye on
Switch's
reviews for that,
Lost
see what people are saying.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo.
I'm not gonna get it, but I'm just curious what people think of it when it comes
How
out.
was that? Next, please take a look at this.
Okay, spooky. Not spooky. Ah, Splatoon. Not a Splatoon player. Is this an expansion? Probably not just like a new event or something like that. I know Octo expansion took place underground. Sarah was there underground stuff in Splatoon 3. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this a new hub? Oh, I was thinking that looked like the Splatoon 1 hub. What's like the hook though? Oh, just like maps from the original game.
Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content.
So from 1 and 2.
The first wave is Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds. This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might
So what,
spot
just
a few
new-
familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers.
Is there gonna be new weapons and stuff,
Products here
or
are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop wherever your vibes are strongest.
so they're not adding new items?
table turf battle, the shoal, and amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too.
So is it just like a cosmetic thing?
The Squid Sisters will also perform here during
That's great.
Splatfests.
I love them. They're so adorable.
Need
So
a
goofy.
mix of old school and freshness? Then head over to Inkopolis. The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
I guess I don't know a lot about Splatoon, but they did not say a lot about that. It seemed like all they said was, oh, all the stuff you can do is the same you could do in the
Oh, what's this?
older, or the previous hub. This is Nier Automata? An Octoling? Did you play as Octolings in Splatoon 3? Is that Marina? Marina and Pearl? Were they in the story of Splatoon 3? Well, I gotta say, they have some good hooks. Maybe not for the first little bit of DLC, but for that second part.
Wave 1.
Oh, they're not doing Splatoon 2.
launches this
Interesting.
spring. Wave 2, Side Order, will launch in the future.
Man, that side order trailer was kind of cool, but the announcement for Octo expansion with the music, oh, that slapped so hard. Like, I'm not a Splatoon person, but that got me excited.
Many people have played Splatoon 3.
It's been
since its
about
launch.
16 minutes since it started.
Thank you all very much.
20 plus minutes left. Oof.
Hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass.
God, my chair's creaky.
Please look forward to
I don't
more
usually record in my
information
chair.
about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books.
Do I have to say something about this? Am I obligated to speak on this?
Run,
Oh,
jump,
that art style's cool.
and swing to explore every
Kind of reminds me of Rayman Legends. The art style.
By unlocking
The
special
animation.
abilities, you can reach new places and find
4-player
secret
co-op
areas.
like Rayman.
Cross large chasms with boost jump. Ground pound barriers to open.
Okay, this actually looks really cool.
Glide through the air to reach distant
This looks
platforms.
awesome. Okay, so it is co-op.
Each character's personality shines through in their actions.
Do they play the same?
4 pals locally can brave the
This
elements
looks like Rayman
and
Legends a
shove
lot.
Extra health. Play leapfrog for larger jumps.
I will,
or
okay.
drop a rope to lend a
I'm not a
hand.
Disney person, but I might have to check this out.
To save Monoth, and you might discover new paths.
I don't know if the gameplay will be as good as Rayman Legends,
While
but
exploring the island, you'll meet unusual allies and dangerous
oh,
foes.
this presentation is awesome.
Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory.
I just hope it's not too
Join
kiddie
Mickey
in
and
terms of
friends on a
difficulty.
high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island.
D La La
Nintendo
Studios?
Switch, July 28th.
Glodla Studio.
Orders begin today on
I'm gonna
Nintendo
write that
eShop.
down. That actually. I'm just gonna write Illusion Studio. I'm just gonna write Mickey
More
platformer.
emblems are on the way. New emblems are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage expansion.
Have not played
Pass
this.
DLC. Wave 2 includes Hector, Emblem of Strength.
He was in the GBA game, I think.
Defense and
Yeah, I haven't played
unleash
this,
power
but maybe I will someday.
Soren, Emblem of Acumen.
Still wasn't too hot on all the.
For a wide area.
I guess I don't know how it's implemented in the game, but it seems weird that it's.
Camilla,
Oh god, not her.
Emblem of Revelation. Modify the terrain to hinder enemies.
Thought it was weird that
Wave 3 includes
I keep getting distracted.
Crom and Robin, Emblem of Bonds. Overwhelm foes with
Like I wonder how well integrated all these characters are.
Veronica, Emblem of
Like, it feels weird. It feels like a. I think I said this in the original reaction. It just feels like spin-off territory.
Challenge newly
It feels like Fire Emblem Heroes,
these new emblems.
but they made it into an actual
And
game.
Wave 4, a
some story stuff.
Called Fel Xenologue will be unlocked.
Fel Xenologue.
Thank you for answering
It's the
our
craziest
queries.
name. Oh no, not Toothpaste protagonist.
Watch out, assassin!
I heard the gameplay is pretty good in this, and it kind of reined back on the social stuff from Three Houses. I kind of like the social stuff in Three Houses, but... Oh, today, that's cool. Maybe it will, I don't know, I was never too big into the tactics stuff. Don't nod, they did Life is Strange, I'm pretty sure.
When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance.
Hasn't been a whole lot of stuff I'm super interested in.
Harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds. See the future and decide humanity's
See the
fate.
future.
Many branching story paths,
Don't Nod's always...
along with a riveting
I'm pretty sure
soundtrack
Don't
by
Nod did
Celeste
Life is
composer Raina
Strange.
Rain set
Always
the
messing with
stage
time
for
travel
your
stuff.
journey. Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond.
Was it like
Power
Hades?
or chaos
Or,
to change the story's outcome.
No, not Hades.
To which
Seems more like,
destiny do you aspire?
Disco Elysium.
Harmony, the Fall of Reverie.
You're talking
Which is
like
first for
concepts
consoles
or
on
something?
Nintendo Switch this June. These games will have you rolling.
Role playing.
Octopath Traveler 2 is just around the corner.
That looks neat, but I don't have much reason to talk about it.
After today's Nintendo Direct,
Another
a
demo?
containing the game's opening hours will be available on Nintendo.
I always thought that was weird, opening demos that are like the first couple hours.
Which path will you take first?
I guess it's good for like getting people to stick through to the final game, and you don't have to make like special content. Like Dragon Quest XI had like 10-hour demo, that was the first 10 hours of the game.
Keep it rolling. Run around and collect.
Is this not out on Switch? What? Oh. Was this announced?
Roll in a classroom. A zoo.
Was this... Has this been announced before? People have been asking for this for a while.
The young king of all cosmos in 5 new challenges.
I don't...
And taking photos
If it has
with
been
a
announced.
camera.
Maybe I just forgot, but...
We love Katamari
People have been asking this for a long time since the, Ooh, that frame rate.
In addition,
Eef.
active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damashi Reroll.
Damashi? Is that how you say it?
Combine the powers of the sun and moon to fend off.
Oh, I think it's on my Steam wish list.
sun-based RPG.
Just have like a bunch of jobs and stuff.
Breathtaking world. Meet characters from all walks of
Am I
life
thinking of a different game?
and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle.
Paper
Complement
Mario?
your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer for the game.
Whenever I hear guest composer, it's usually like they did one song.
August 29th. A free demo will launch later today.
I don't know if that is on
Nintendo
the one I'm
eShop.
thinking about. Probably not.
Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer.
What's going on
showdown.
here?
Form 2 teams of 3 and challenge others to
Hamster
lightning
guy.
fast
It's kinda
battles,
cute.
air hockey style.
Kind of like
Use your striker skills to dominate each match.
the Jelly Girl.
Change the course
What's that?
trajectory from above.
Windjammers? Is that what it's called?
Block areas to
Eh,
gain
kind
the
of like that.
advantage.
Not really.
Or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive moves.
You can't do that.
Mega Strikers slides onto Nintendo
Can't do that in real
Switch
life.
April 27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah. Been 23 minutes.
Back into the sprawling labyrinth.
Is this Etrian Odyssey?
Collection of
Oh,
the
wow.
first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is
How is this gonna
coming to
play?
Switch,
'Cause these games had
remastered
big-
in HD.
Okay, I'm very interested to see.
Lie deep within
The
a
big hook for this,
vast
I'm pretty sure,
labyrinth.
was like you draw maps on your DS screen. You can see it at the top right.
Monsters lurk in the shadows.
You'd map it out
A
yourself.
blank map
Here
is
we
your
go.
only guide.
Okay.
Drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further.
People weren't sure how that would work with a,
Venture into the labyrinth
if you don't have a
with
touch
5
screen.
adventurers. As
I
they
definitely want to write this
complete
down.
it, You'll assign them roles, like the Allied Defending Protector or the
I haven't played
Ultra
much of,
Hunter.
I only played Etrian Odyssey 4.
Every adventure is
But
fraught
people
with
were-
danger.
People weren't sure how it would turn
Should you
out
fall in battle, you can change your team.
with the,
Learn new
drawing of the
skills
map
to
on the
strengthen your
touch
army
screen.
before challenging the
Hey, you don't have one on the
labyrinth.
Switch. At least if you're playing docked.
24 newly drawn
That looked-
character illustrations are included.
It could be annoying having to do it with
Take advantage of new difficulty options
Joy-Con and all that.
and a new auto-mapping function for
Auto map,
smoother
yeah.
exploration.
It just does it for you.
Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection.
Origin-
launches
I
on
mean,
Nintendo Switch June 1st.
That looks cool.
Each game in the collection will also be available separately
That's cool,
on
too.
Nintendo eShop.
That's great. You love to see that.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Advance War. Oh my gosh, it's finally here. I don't care for Advance Wars, but
Calling all strategy fans.
I think it's got delayed when like the Ukraine stuff started happening, right?
A couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy.
It's been gone for a while. People were wondering where it went.
Campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action.
That art style's neat.
Flex your strategic muscles across a multitude of modes.
I think some people were complaining about the art style in like
Share them
in-game.
with friends.
Are they gonna show that off?
Head-to-head in
Curious if it
mobile
looks any better.
online play. Advance Wars 1
Oh wow, they're not even gonna show any
Game
gameplay.
Comes to Nintendo Switch
Hmm.
April 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Well, it's good that that has a release date. Oh. Curb name. We already know this.
A new story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe game.
Oh, new story in it. That's kind of cool.
Magolor, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm
It's
between
weird that they're
dimensions.
doing that. They did this with Bowser's Fury as well. Or they ported 3D World. And then they have a little side mode where it's some new content. I don't know what I think about
All
that.
you can do now is a basic attack and jump.
My God, look at how sad he is. Oh,
To regain Magolor's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies.
okay, he's not so sad
With
anymore.
Magic points, different abilities can be restored
Wow,
and
that's-
enhanced.
Interesting.
Improve Magolor's levitation. Or increase his attack.
See, I haven't been a huge fan of Kirby,
How
but
much you
this
restore his powers is up to
is
you.
stuff like this enough to get me into Kirby?
There are over 20 interdimensional stages to
I don't know.
explore.
It's like similar movement stuff, so I don't think it'd be enough to get me back into it, but
Venture through this mysterious
it's a good hook,
together.
you know, to get people interested in a game that's already been out, which adds more content, new game mode.
Restore his powers and
It's obviously isn't as ambitious as Bowser's Fury was.
level up after clearing story mode.
Interesting that you have to beat story mode first. You didn't have to do that for Bowser's Fury. Hey!
After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
Bro, I don't need a demo for a Kirby game. I know how that's gonna
Your
play.
Players can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to
I don't know.
Dreamland
Kirby
Deluxe
never stuck with me.
launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th.
Well, it looks cool that they added the new
Available now
mode.
on Nintendo eShop.
We hope you're
It's been a while
looking
since I
forward
watched
to
the direct and found myself constantly
Kirby's
checking the
Return
clock.
to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh
Please
boy.
take a look at this.
Do not care about NSO. They've been so slow to port games. Like, why would I care about them adding Game Boy? Haven't they been so slow on working
Game
on
Boy games are being added to Nintendo
like
Switch
Nintendo
Online.
64 games and all that?
On Nintendo Switch, you can play these
Yeah,
games
I don't-
anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day.
Yeah, they
Let's introduce the games
they
that will be
bungled
available at launch.
the NSO stuff for me.
Tetris.
They could have added
Games that
so
follow
many more
Tetrinos
games.
and aim for a high score.
Like, what's their deal? Why aren't there
Super
more
Mario Land 2, 6 golden
games
coins.
on the service?
Claim the castle that Wario stole.
Like, obviously, there's contracting, like, license stuff
The Legend
for
of Zelda
a lot of
Link's
games.
Awakening DX.
Like, here, all they've showed off is
Awaken the
first-party
world to escape
games.
Koholint Island.
But, trying to think of something.
Gargoyle's Quest.
Oh, yeah, that's a...
Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand.
Yeah, it's a Capcom game.
Series. Game & Watch Gallery 3.
Oh my gosh, I played this.
Game & Watch titles.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. That's weird.
Alone in the Dark. The New Nightmare.
That's a weird
Murder
game.
mystery on
Look
the
at that.
supernatural Shadow Island.
That's not something I would have expected to be on the
Metroid 2:
service.
Return of Samus.
That
Destroy
is.
the Metroids hiding on planet SR-388.
Yeah, like, that's what the service needs. Weird games, like Alone in the Dark.
Wario Land 3. Traverse a
Wario
world
Land.
that
That's
changes
it.
between day and night based
That's
on
enough to get someone to sub to the service. Wispy Woods?
Kirby's Dream Land.
Is that Wispy Woods?
Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title.
There he is. There's our boy. Poor Wispy Woods. He's always getting beat up.
You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters.
That's cool.
Up to 2
Are they
players
not gonna add a
can
Pokemon game?
together locally or online.
If you're gonna add Game Boy, you need to add a Pokemon game. Not the trading card game. That's... I mean, sure. Is it gonna be in the expansion pack service?
Game Boy Advance games are being added to
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Yeah, there it
Here
is.
are the games that you can play at launch.
Like, why wouldn't they have a Pokemon
Mario
game?
Advance 4,
I'm assuming we're not gonna see a
Super Mario
Pokemon game
Brothers
here.
3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory.
Okay, that's cool that they're making those available.
WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games.
Pretty sure those are available on the,
Experience origins of the lightning fast
Wii U
micro games.
Virtual Console.
Koru Koru Korurin. Guide the spinning stick to the
That's-
goal without hitting obstacles.
Oh my god, that looks difficult.
Mario Kart Super Circuit. Race in the first Mario Kart game created for a portable
I
system.
mean, I guess I'm glad that they're doing this rather than doing just the Game Boy OG and then in a year doing the Game Boy Advance. But at some point, they're going to be out of consoles. Are they going to go back and do more NES games? Because they're not doing a monthly or whatever anymore. When was the last time an NES game was added? Or an SNES game was added?
Supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players
Yeah,
can play
it's-
together.
I mean, I don't care about that stuff, so... But I think that's hard for me to justify the
Games will be
service.
added to this library as well.
Fire Emblem, Golden Sun, those are some long
After this
games.
presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch
That's
Online
cool.
membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles
What is
with
it,
the
Game
Nintendo
Boy,
Switch Online
Nintendo
Plus
64,
expansion
Sega
pack membership.
Genesis. I forgot that was in the expansion. That's...
Select Game Boy titles
Is that Pokemon?
will be playable on Nintendo Switch.
That's not
And
Pokemon.
after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and
Didn't they just say
Game Boy
that?
Advance titles we introduced.
I think they just said that.
Please look forward to more
That's
information
wild that there's
on
no
Nintendo
Pokemon.
Switch
That's going to be a
Online
whole thing when they
and
announce...
Nintendo Switch Online
That's going to be like a
Plus
point in a
expansion
future
pack in the
direct
future.
where it's like, and all of the Pokemon games. You can play Pokemon Red or Pokemon Fire Red.
The original Metroid Prime
Oh.
games remastered on
Oh
Nintendo Switch.
my. It's finally here. Oh my god, I'm writing this down immediately. I can't believe it. It's finally... Oh my god, this is more than a remaster. I mean, it's more than like an upscaling. It's like a remake. Oh my god, look at that. Is it like remake territory? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god, I have a big smile on my face. I'm a big Metroid fan. I'm not a huge Prime fan. I've probably beaten one before. But man, I'm just glad Metroid. Metroid Dread. Trilogy Remaster. I'm sorry. Prime 1?
The first Metroid Prime game, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, has
Prime
been
1.
remastered for Nintendo Switch.
Not 2 and 3.
Explore Talon 4 from the
Is there motion
perspective of
controls?
Samus Aran, but
Motion controls are pretty cool in the
more to this
Wii
alien
version.
planet than meets the eye. Visors are the key to your
Okay, they're
adventure.
just gonna explain Metroid Prime.
Discover info and clues on how to
Oh
progress.
man, how do I feel about this? It's not 1, 2, and 3.
Depending on the situation,
I mean, this is more effort than just like a 1080p, 720p upscale. It looks like textures are redone and models and
back with beams,
UI and stuff.
missiles,
I think,
bombs,
right?
more.
Yeah, there's no way GameCube
This
assets looked
remaster
this good.
adds new dual stick controls, allowing
Oh,
you to
wow.
move around while separately
That's really
changing
cool.
your point of view.
Traditional first-person.
Also select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game, among other control options.
Motion controls?
Explore Talon 4 with your preferred
Motion controls were
style.
pretty good for this game.
The digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered
Digital?
launches on Nintendo eShop
The,
later today.
he said the digital
The
version.
physical version of the game will be available in stores
Oh.
February 22nd.
I kind of thought that meant they were going to announce a physical trilogy. But maybe not.
Put your master
Oh, it's
detective
the
skills to the test.
Danganronpa developers.
This is the World Detective Organization. Yuma,
I thought a game earlier was by these guys.
Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will
Shinigami. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Kanai Ward, a city ruthlessly controlled by
Yeah, look at that resolution, man. Like, am I
You'll
getting too hung up on like resolution and all that?
master detectives of the
I feel like I'm not.
Each one
Maybe I
has a
am, I don't know.
supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic
This looks like
possible
nonsense.
voices with disguise. Detect heartbeats and whispers with audio aptitude.
This looks like utter nonsense, but kind of fun.
Scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma,
So this is post-cognition.
so use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear.
Mystery Labyrinth. This is Persona?
Spot the inconsistencies
Wait, is there like a
and
battle
uncover the
system?
truth. Master
That's
Detective
weird.
Archives Rain Code launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Kinda neat looking.
Wings of the Heart take flight once more.
It's like a remaster of something, but I don't know what.
Remastered collection of both Baten Kaitos games
Oh.
originally released on the
I saw this
Nintendo
was
64
leaked or
system
something.
is coming
I don't
to
know
Nintendo
anything about this
Switch.
game.
After a
These
long,
games.
peaceful era on the
Is it an
floating
RPG?
islands above Earth, the Empire's conspiracy looms closer.
It was on the GameCube, I
As
think.
spirits dwelling within the protagonists,
I've heard of it.
you'll stand up to the Empire
When I was younger.
across two different eras of war.
I don't know anything about this. Okay, oh, look at that.
Travels, you'll
Oh,
discover
that's some
new
JRPG
locales and
goodness.
team up with like-minded allies.
I might have to check that out.
Battles are fought using cards called Magnus.
Oh boy, I don't like cards.
Your attack power is determined by the
I don't know
attributes and
why.
combinations of your
Just like
cards.
framing like a system in terms of cards. I don't like that stuff.
In these real-time battles,
Like
you'll
with,
need to make
Slay the
split-second
Spire and all
decisions
that.
to edge closer to victory.
Cards and decks. I don't know why. That never stuck with me.
Come to light in the skies
Always
above
felt kind of
and the
gross.
lands below. Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster.
I think I've seen people hoping that this would happen for a while, so good for those Baten Kaitos fans.
Dive into your new
Fantasy Life? It's a 3DS game. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Okay, I'm writing this down. I'm assuming it's... Did they say new Fantasy Life? Or is this a remaster?
Fantasy Life game.
He said something, but I was not listening again.
While exploring the once thriving island,
Alright, Fantasy Life 2.
you'll meet a mysterious girl.
I guess I'll save some talk about this for later.
Travel between past and present.
But I didn't think they'd...
The island you're
Would have expected a remaster before anything else. Oh my gosh.
become a woodcutter, angler.
I haven't looked at gameplay of the first game. More Animal Crossing than I thought with the cooking and the tree chopping.
And more. Take on different roles to
Yeah, combat, I heard... I guess for those who don't know, it's, you can do a bunch of different random stuff in this. Always figured the combat would have been
yours to live.
kind of bland. Which I guess it looked blandish, but that's fine if it's one of like 20 things you can do.
The restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life I. The girl
Fantasy Life I. Level 5 again. Fantasy Life I is a weird... Oh, mystery. Oh, Professor Layton. Have not played a Professor Layton game, but... That gave me chills. I don't know why. I thought I said new Wolfenstein. I don't know why that gave me chills when he turned around. That was so stupid.
Wave 4 is racing.
Oh my god, they're still doing this. Oh, I like a good Yoshi's Island.
A brand new course is
That looks cool.
Wave 4 of the Mario
Brand
Kart
new
Deluxe
course?
Booster Course Pass DLC.
I thought this was old, like, all old courses. I mean, I think I've said this before in another direct reaction, but
Who originally hit the
characters?
track in Mario Kart Double Dash
Were they
is
doing-
also being added to
were they doing characters in this before? Also, how was Birdo not in the game? That's the crazy part.
Wave Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC.
Are there more
Mario
things
Kart
in those
8
usually?
Races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
They just showed off a character
Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus
and
expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC
one
at
course
no
of like.
additional cost.
Aren't there like 2 cups
DLC
usually?
also
So like 8
purchased on its
courses?
own.
No, maybe they'll show more. Okay, let's see if I recognize. What is that? Battle Network. Don't know if I'm excited for that. Seems interesting. I'll have to look at like some long-term gameplay of that, see what it's like outside of like 5-second cuts. Neat art style, I guess. That's a lot of games. I think most of them, like if there's 2 like Battle Network 6s, I think they're kind of like a Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green type thing. Loud ass motorcycle. I feel like I've seen that. So, I feel like I've seen that character before with the Have a Nice Death. Is this a remaster or something? Because those character models look old. This is on Steam, I think. Is it on Switch? Heard it's kind of Animal Crossing-like. Kind of want to check it out, but it just seems so corporate-y. I don't know. I don't care about Disney properties. Like, I don't want to hang out with Simba. This, though, because I've heard this is unfortunate that they're not doing a lot of remaster work for this. It's just the PC version, which kind of sucks. All right, one more thing.
Thank you for staying with us so far.
Oh, it's almost over.
This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Don't be another Zelda stinger. We've already seen enough of those. I wouldn't be too upset, though. Okay. I can't complain. Alright, what do we got? Curious to see what Hyrule's like. What are those spotlights? This atmosphere.
Rise, rise, my servants.
Who's talking?
Sweep over Hyrule.
Is this Ganondorf?
Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
I hope that's a good Ganondorf voice if it is. I hope there's more enemy types. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That'd be cool if he had, like, a... something he could, like, not glide like that, but, like, a wingsuit or something.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Maybe Link can stop him. Maybe that's how the game ends. Whoa. Whoa, he's grinding! Is he grabbing the hand of that, like, that beast? Pickles? It's not falling on to the left. What is that? What just fell?
Please, lend him your power.
Oh my gosh. Man, that's a good trailer.
That was The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, that's what that
First entry
was.
in the Legend of Zelda series.
People were seeing this might be
In addition to
$70.
the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items.
Ooh,
will
an art
release on
book.
launch day.
Oh, look at that Link
The
design.
amiibo figure of Link from this
Ooh,
game
look at
will
that.
also be available on the same day.
Oh man, I love Link's new design from Breath of the
We're
Wild
looking
and
forward
from
to
this.
Link's latest grand adventure.
That looks awesome.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Wow.
Thank you for watching.
Alright, well how about that? Okay. So, I think... Do I think? What do I say? I guess that was alright. I guess I'll just go down the list. Dead Cells. That was already announced. Castlevania DLC. I played? So they announced it. I think I reacted to the director, whatever it was that featured it first last time. Maybe did I? I don't actually know. But I've played more Dead Cells since they announced the Castlevania DLC, and I liked it, and then I stopped playing it, and then I uninstalled it off my hard drive. I don't know if I'll return to it. Yeah, I didn't get to the end, so I don't know if I'd want to buy a DLC that adds more content when there's content in the game that I still haven't beat. I don't know. Oh, but that looks good. The music, oh my, oh, that Castlevania music. Ghost Trick. I don't know anything about Ghost Trick. It's a detective game. There were a lot of detective games in this direct. I feel like every time there's a direct, there's some weird, like, through line that you see a lot of games feature. One of them, there was, like, farming sims. And this one, it's detective games. Ghost Trick. It's cool if that's getting a remaster or re-release, whatever you want to call it. It's a weird, like, hidden gem. Is that... Feels overrated to say something like that, but it's a hidden gem. Rhythm Doctor is the only one I know of on the DS, and 999, but that's already out. The Mickey platformer that looked like Rayman Legends, that looked really, really cool. When the animation started playing, I was like, what do I say about this? I don't like Mickey Mouse. But then once they started showing gameplay, man, that looked awesome. I've been craving some more like Rayman Legends stuff in my life, and I might just check that out. Etrian Odyssey, but did they say Etrian Odyssey? I don't remember. Remasters of the first 3 games. I played more of the first, or it was the 4th one. 4th game was the first one I played some of. I played maybe like a dozen hours. But the only thing that kept me playing that game was the mapping mechanic of the dungeons. Because that was really cool. You're in like a traditional maze. I'm trying to think of a game to compare it to. It's just like a maze. It's like if you're trying to, you're given a maze to, draw your way to the end. It's like if you're in the maze and you try to map it out when you're inside. I thought that was like the coolest part of the game. And translating that to a system where you can't draw on the screen directly. I don't know if you'll be able to do it handheld or not, if you'll be able to like use the touchscreen. But if you're playing docked, you gotta use the Joy-Con. I don't know how that'll work with the Joy-Cons and all that. Maybe it'll be good. Or maybe it won't. Metroid Prime, it was both surprising that it showed up and surprising that it was a remaster of just the first game. There have been rumors that a remaster of the trilogy were coming out for God knows how long. Dare I say years? There was rumors that the remaster of 1, 2, and 3 was finished years ago. So, I mean, when I heard remaster, every time I hear remaster, I think, oh, it's just like, upscale the resolution to 1080p, 720p, whatever, and that's it. But this, it looked like the assets were redone, and like, obviously the text and UI was redone. But graphics, kind of weird that it's just Prime 1. Kind of weird. I hope they don't. I guess we'll have to see some previews of the game, see if they say it is like more remaster than is it a remake, is it a remaster, which direction does it follow? Fantasy Life 2. I have Fantasy Life on 3DS. I got it because I heard people describe it as like you can do anything you want. You can be a farmer, you can do combat, you can be a merchant. I like stuff like that, where there's combat for, if you just want to play a normal JRPG combat thing, but there's also, you can be a merchant, sell stuff, or you can farm and sell that. And I'm surprised they're doing a sequel rather than a remaster of the first game, but I haven't played it, so I've heard it's alright. I don't know if I'll like it. That second game looked like more of the same, but I'll keep an eye on it. And finally, Zelda. I mean, what is there to say about that trailer? It looked great. I'm looking forward to more Zelda content. I mean, what more was there to say about that trailer? It looked great. Like, you know, they're gonna keep showing us crazy stuff and be like, yep, I want to play the game still. I guess what stuff did they show off? There was the voice talking. I'm just assuming that was Ganondorf. I guess on top of assuming the voice was Ganondorf, I'm assuming the mummy we see in the trailer, and I guess we saw in this trailer, I'm assuming that's Ganondorf. Maybe it's not, I don't know. I'm excited for the story. You know, Zelda games are so sparse on, like, cutscenes and voice acting. I just want to see him go all out. Not like Skyward Sword, but yeah, take Breath of the Wild and just add a little bit more story. I liked playing the Hyrule Warrior spin-off of Breath of the Wild because there was a lot of cutscenes and you could see all the characters interact, and that was fun. So yeah, of course I'm looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom. Of course. Is that what it's called? TOTK. Tears of the Kingdom, yeah. Can't wait to play it. Alright, so that's it. Do I rate these? Is that something I should do? Like, I feel like I can't rate something like Full Direct. It could have been better. I found myself looking at the clock a lot more than I felt like I should during a direct like this, but well, that's it, I guess. Thanks for watching. As always, leave a comment for suggestion about a future one of these, the Patreon post or whatever, and see you next time.